Hey guys, welcome back to another Python tutorial. Today we're going to be making a program that's going to figure out if a year is a leap year or not. So the first thing we're going to want to do is create a variable called year. Then we're going to do int input, and then we're going to ask a question like which year you to check. Great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write some if statements on modulo. So if you don't know what modulo is, it's the remainder of two different numbers being divided by. So let's say I have the number 7 divided by 2, right? We could figure this out in terminal by 7 by 2 equals 3.5. So we actually have three groups of 2's and one group of 5 and one group of 1. So what this actually means is we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 7, right? So we actually have how many groups of these? We have 3. So we actually can delete these because those are full groups. But then we have this small remainder left, and that's actually a modulo of 7. So right now what we could do is we can actually use this modulo to figure out if it's a leap year or not, because each leap year can be divisible by 4, 100, and 400. So we're actually going to need to write that it needs to be divisible by 4 and have a remainder that is equal to 0. So what we could do is write if year is divisible by 4 and has a remainder of 0, then it would be a leap year. Then if year is divisible by 100 and equal to 0 remainder, then it is a leap year as well. And last but not least, if year is divisible by 400, it is a leap year. And now, what we need to do is actually just print these by writing print leap year. Okay, so we're actually, if we would just write this right here, it would just write what's inside here. So if we would just do like that, it would just print what's stored inside of the variable year. So we need to do leap year with double quotations to know that's the exact text you want to actually print out. Okay, so now we need to make an else statement regarding what if it's not divisible by 4, 100, or 400. We could write not a leap year, right? And then we could do one for it is a leap year, because we need since there's 3 if statements, we need to write 3 else statements, right? So print leap year. Oops. Let's see. Forgot to put that there. And then here, and then here. Print not a leap year. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Everything makes sense here. Forgot to write print. Great. Okay, so I need to do that again. Okay. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, so now we could run this. Which year would you like to check? So first I'm going to check something that is a leap year. So we know that the year 2000 was a leap year, right? Because it had 366 days. And it's divisible by 4 and 100. So now what we could do is write any year, and we're going to choose 2000, and it prints leap year. So now let's do a year like 2002, which is 2 years after, so we would know that's not a leap year, right? So we just do that, not a leap year. That's great, that's great. Okay, so there's also one other way you could write this, and it's by using floats. So we're actually just going to write the same thing we did in the first one by saying int input what year would you like to check. Great. Okay, and then we're going to start it similar to how we did with the other program. We're going to start if year is divisible by 4 and has a remainder of 0. Then we're going to print I'm sorry, this is a float, so I shouldn't be doing double quotations yet. Floats those, and then I need to do it's like these parentheses, year, and then comma, is a leap year. Great. And close the double quotations. Okay, now we can write an elif statement. We're actually going to write 2 of those. If elif year is divisible by 100, and then we're going to do 400 as well by float, and then we can do the same thing, print, and then copy and paste this. Oh, there. Printf here is a leap year. Great. Now we do the same thing, but with 400. Elif year divisible by 400 equals float again, and then we could copy and paste the exact same thing. Oh, there, great. Now we're actually missing one thing, because we actually made 2 elif statements, so those don't need like anything else. But this if statement can't be alone, so it needs an else statement right now. So we're gonna make an else statement, just printing out that it's not a leap year. F, and then one of those double parentheses, year, comma, is not a leap year. Okay, so if you didn't notice why we're writing year here, it's because this float is actually storing the variable year in these double parentheses. So it'll actually just say, instead of saying not a leap year, what's interesting is that it's actually going to print the year that you wrote is not a leap year. So it's just adding a little bit more onto your code. So we can actually run this. What year would you like to check? We can do the same ones we did last time, 2000. And then you see how it's actually separated by a comma, which is cool, because we actually just did it right here, just a comma. If we get rid of all these commas right here, then a comma won't be separated by anything. But this is actually grammatically correct, so we'll use that. And then you could do the exact same for the year 2002. I'm going to say 2002 is not a leap year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.